Hey everybody, we have a great show in store for you today. We're going to be talking about a lot of real estate goals. So with that, let's jump right in. Let's go over goal number 1, which is going to be about increasing profitability. It's full screening for you. Now, increase profitability through better management and investment strategies should be something that's on your mind. What this means is you're going to want to focus on how you are doing cash flow through your real estate. Now, if you have a real estate asset that is bleeding you, you're going to want to keep in mind how profitable this is going to be for you in the long run. So what I always recommend is to have a strategy in play that can be beneficial to you and help you out. Now, this might come in the process of obtaining mentors who can help you, or if you don't have mentors that can help you around you, get your hands on something such as a blueprint. That can be pretty helpful for you as well. Ideally, though, you want to have some sort of tangible item that can be very beneficial for you to help you in the form of a strategy, whether that's some sort of script, some sort of video you can watch or refer back to, some sort of project notes. But make sure you're keeping this in mind because this is going to be something that can really help you out in your real estate endeavors. You want to be able to have something that's giving you profitability. Okay, so let's go ahead and take another full look at that. Now let's go into our next slide, which is going to talk about expansion into new markets and geographical areas. Now, when we talk about expansion into new markets and geographical areas, we are talking about ideally first establishing yourself through your first course of action, having something that's going to cash flow and get you where you need to be. If you're doing this and have done this, and you're going to be in a good position to move into expansion. So what you've already done and proven to be successful, you're going to take a look at that. Hopefully have a database set, take notes on that, and move into expansion so that you can continue on your efforts to develop more real estate that can cash flow and give you property that could hopefully lead to more expansion in the future down the line. This can be given to ears of yours. This can just be something that you use as trade value, as leverage. There's a lot of different methods and ways to maximize results with this. But ideally, you want to first look into cash flow. Once you've secured cash flow, then you can move into expansion. So keep that in mind. We're going to go ahead and full screen this one more time so you can get a good look at it. And we're going to move into our next slide. And here we go. Development of new technology and data-driven tools to enhance the buying and the selling process. Now, this is going to be something that you're going to really take a look into because as we go into this new year of 2023, we have a plethora of tools that can be benefit and useful to us. Now, I particularly have a drone that I use and I can fly it above houses to get different looks at real estate. I can use that data and information to leverage it off in the form of sales. I can use it as some sort of selling mechanism for scenery. I can also use it for real estate so people can see tangible asset visible disruptions such as a roof that might need a repair or walls that might be in an area where it's hard for you to really get a picture of it, where you need someone to kind of come in and under to show you places where there might be wear and tear. These are things that you can take advantage of the tools that we have out right now. Take a look in some of these software tools, like things such as Chat GPT and the power of the AI that can be useful for you to come up with strategies, as we talked about, for not only cash flow, but also to expand as you get a proven blueprint that's worked before. So if you take advantage of some of these technological advancements and use them for your benefit, you really have an opportunity to make some moves here on the chessboard. So keep all this in mind as you are doing your real estate endeavor. First, you want to focus on the cash flow. That's the first step. It's a strategy. Second, you want to focus on expansion once you have secured a working strategy. And third, you want to make sure that you're staying on top of the new tools and the softwares that can help you and assist you. Use these as your assistants to make life easier for you. If you do it this way, you have a better chance of staying ahead of the competition. And also, it will help you to not get so burnt out and bored for two reasons. Number one, you're always being inventive. You're always being creative. You're staying youthful in mind because you're learning as a student all of these new devices and technologies. That can be very helpful for you to stay in the moment. Second off, it saves you from using your brain. When you have these assistants working with you and for you, you don't have to worry so much about using your brain so much and running into burnout. So take advantage of these opportunities, and they should do you very well. That's going to be my advice to you on our step number 3. And we're going to full screen it for you so you can take a look again. And let's take a look at slide number 4. Diversification of investment portfolios to include alternative real estate assets such as multifamily, industrial, and self-storage properties. This is pretty cool. I like this one. For example, where I work, I've had good discussions about real estate and properties, and I've heard things from parking lots to trailer parks. There's a lot of good opportunity out there, but you want to minimize risk as much as possible. So first step we talked about is securing a property that's going to cash flow. Second step is when you finally have a working strategy, you have cash flow, you feel like you have the capital, move into expansion. Third step is this is going to be a good time for you to take a look at the technology at hand and see what you can do with it, learn new steps along the way, and try to take advantage of the ability to save your time and energy. When you have that down, then you also are going to want to take a look at diversifying that portfolio just a little bit more. Maybe multifamily units, things that could really help you out would be maybe looking into an Airbnb, which is go big, go home, but also a lot of risk there. A volatile market for sure when it comes to real estate ventures. That said, as an investor, if you are at a step where you could take that expansion and move into that different direction for diversification, that might be a good asset for you. So there's a lot of different recipes that you can utilize. We talked about such as properties, storage properties and whatnot. These are things that even myself, I don't have too much information on, but I understand the idea of diversification. This is going to minimize risk in the event that if one part of the swing goes down, another part will probably be on the rise, the seesaw, so to speak. So keep that in mind. We're going to go ahead and full screen it so you can take a look again. And we're going to move into number 5. And now we are on our final slide. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Increase focus on sustainability and environmentally friendly practices in real estate development and management. All right, so now that you have everything going the way you want, you have diversification, you're learning the new tools to the trade, you are expanding, and you have a working blueprint, and you have properties that cash flow, you're going to want to do another loop around and make sure that you are environmentally friendly, following all the rules and the policies of the land, and also doing your due diligence to stay in good graces with those around you. It's going to make business a lot easier, and it's going to help protect you against liability. So keep all these things in mind, and you should be in good practice to do well in your 2023 real estate endeavors. At this point, I'm going to ask you to please like the channel, like the video, subscribe, and make sure that if you have any questions, you leave it for us so we can talk to you together as a community. We really appreciate you being here. We had a lot of fun having you, and we look forward to more videos coming out with more information for you on your endeavors. We are
Credit is Life.
We really appreciate you being here, and we will talk to you on the next one. Take care and be well.